It's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is Tony Pollard. And another tackle broken. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Tony Pollard. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
They often say you can't force situations. You just have to let them happen organically, and that's exactly what happened in Kansas City as Patrick Mahomes took over as the quarterback and has become the face of the franchise in the NFL as we now move into the 101st season. 4th year in the league, already has an MVP, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP on his resume. 3 huge games in the postseason last year, 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and 2 more on the ground. He just keeps getting better and better, and every time you watch him play, you want to see more.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3.
47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cowboys 7, Chiefs 0.
They go back to the ground with Williams. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league last year in terms of yards.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. So we have come to... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. Williams loses the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Nine yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To try again after the sack, Mahomes, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Back now in Arlington, the Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And 2 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Moore toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Moore. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Fighting his, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Taken at the 15.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation